There's been a lot of people that have been very unhappy about this thing that I said. This is on Twitter. This was kind of funny. I'll go back and I'll watch the clip. Am I not insane for thinking this is a weird perspective to have? Guys, we can't install ramps and elevators for disabled people because it makes the Ratman feel disenfranchised. So let's go ahead. Let's watch what I said about this in the clip, okay? So a lot of people, how popular is this tweet? 5 million views, and actually not really that big of a deal. You know, especially for like something that people are mad at me about. This isn't really that many people, but you know, it's decent, right? Here we go. Let's watch it. It's the double standard, and I'm sorry, but I'm never going to vote for a person who's going to categorically put me at a disadvantage. Like anytime that somebody is providing advantages to an identity group that I don't belong to, I will never support that. Yeah. Never. Why would I actively support somebody who's trying to disenfranchise me and hurt me? Duh. It's insane. Duh. So he's totally right that it's the policies. And it's also the messaging. The messaging is, it's patronizing, it's rude, it's aggressive, it's awful, it's common sense, it's voting against your best interest. Yeah, people are obsessed with identity politics. Yeah, exactly. But how are you being hurt? Well, for example, like if somebody provides a benefit or a promotion that's available to a group of people that I'm not a part of, that would be an opportunity that I wouldn't have access to because of my identity. Do you understand? So like the moment that that happens, I'm getting hate for this. Keep this in mind. I'm getting hate for saying that I don't like discrimination. That's right. I'm out. I'm totally out. Yes. I will never support somebody that will put me at a disadvantage because of immutable characteristics. Maybe you do not need that. But I think I should be treated fairly, the same as everybody else is. Mm-hmm. And you like the tweet? Of course. If somebody says that I shouldn't be treated fairly and I should be put at a disadvantage, then I'm going to vote against them. And you can say that it's not fair or whatever. Never. So, we have from the people that brought you the greatest hits, like, well, if we deport all the illegal immigrants, who's going to make your Mexican food? And inner city kids don't even know the word computer. Now we have the new one here, that being a minority or being a woman is like being disabled. Wow. Did you guys know that being a minority is like being disabled? Wow. I really feel bad for these guys. One day they'll learn. It's crazy. And the thing is that, you know, when you talk about the horseshoe theory. Oh, man, these are really close. Yeah, damn, I have a disability. I know. Their response to your take is a bad faith straw man leap of logic. They don't care about the topic and just want to win the argument. Yep, that's right. And I'll tell you again. I say it again. If there's anybody that's going to put out any kind of shit that is going to say that somebody should get hired based off of immutable characteristics that anybody does or doesn't have, race, gender, sexuality, anything like that. If you are one of those people, I will vote against you. I will do it, and I will advocate for other people to behave the way that I do because I think it is discriminatory and it is regressive. It doesn't matter how many people complain about it on Twitter. I don't agree. Being black isn't a disability. Being a woman isn't a disability. That's not the way it works. I have this radical idea that people should be treated fairly and equally. And apparently, for some people, that's very upsetting. A lot of people are mad about this. But again, what do you expect from the people that think that every single Mexican is an illegal immigrant? What do you expect? I did see this. There's a lot of hate going around about me, which I also really appreciate, because all the times that like one of these things comes out Or a dishwasher, yes, or a dishwasher. Like, oh, well, who's going to do these menial, low-paying, bad jobs? Oh, well, it has to be the brown people, right? Oh, okay, yeah, how virtuous of you to think. Okay, beautiful. And I think this deserves a tweet. It's fine. It's not important. And so I actually really appreciate tweets like this and people that say stuff like this, because I know that these people will eventually have some individuals that come to my stream, and these people will watch my stream and they'll think, oh my God, wait a minute. He's right. Wait, I thought, yeah, actually, no, this makes sense. And now they're on my side. So this is the way I see it. It's sad people condemn you, can't see themselves in the mirror and see that they're the real racist with their shallow empathy. Of course they are. And so I feel like all of these things, I want to say that everything, every tweet, every complaining post, every mauled, every cry, every, ooh, I can't believe he didn't say it the way I wanted him to. Every single one of those has only made me stronger and bigger, and it's going to keep happening. So keep crying. You'll be crying me all the way to the bank. Don't give a fuck. So yeah, stay mad, keep crying, and yeah, it sounds good to me. And wow, anti-discrimination equals white supremacy, apparently. That's right. These people are against common sense. They are. And also, I want to say that even if you're a guy as a minority, you're still going to be put at disadvantage against maybe a female in some cases, or somebody else that ranks higher on some intersectionality power rankings tier chart, according to some HR firm. So, don't think that these people are on your side. They're only on their own side, and that's it. And so, yeah, that's it. And they build the castle for me. They sure do. Those are the people that radicalized others, not Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate. You bring up a really good point. And so what you're saying is that the people in the comments like this, for example, are what really radicalized a huge percentage of the population. And I don't think you could be any more right. I think that comments like this, when an average just like random guy, like let's say you grew up a working class family, etc., sees that people want to uphold a standard that puts him at a systematic disadvantage because of his skin color or his gender or his sexuality, he's going to be radicalized against those people, as he should be. I mean, I wouldn't, like, for example, I feel like if I was a black guy and it was like the 40s or the 50s, whoever the fuck was pushing segregation, I'd be radicalized as fuck against them. I would hate them. And so, of course, people are going to feel that way. Absolutely, they will. And they have every right to. And so it's not even a question. And you think your opinion is not radical? No, I actually think that this opinion is the opinion of probably 70, 80% of people, if not more. And I think the remaining percentage so the remaining percentage of people don't actually think that it's a good idea. They just think that they will benefit from the idea. So like on principle, they probably know that it's bad, but in practice, they think that it will be advantageous. So yeah, Democrats made segregation. They lost the Civil War. Nobody's got a monopoly on segregation and racism. Unfortunately, everybody's done it, just like these people are doing right now. It's sad. That's why they get mad. You don't preface or contextualize all your comments. This isn't, there just isn't time for that. If you have to preface and contextualize every single thing that you say in case some intellectually dishonest, emotionally unstable, retard on Twitter that has all of their mental illnesses broadcast like personality traits on their bio is going to take it out of context and get mad at you for a reason that you didn't even intend, then, fuck. Like, that would be boring. Like, imagine how long it's going to take to have any conversation about that. It'd be exhausting. So, no, of course we're not going to deal with that. We're not going to walk on eggshells around retards. We're going to stomp on them. We're not going to give a fuck. And if they cry, we're going to use them for content. And I'm going to keep doing it. And as far as I looked, last time I checked, things are going really well. Fuck them. That's the way I see. Fuck them. That's right. Anyway, it's however political convo on TV is. Yep, there you go. Anyway, I will look at this right here. We're going to get to this. It's a big topic. I'm just not ready to talk about it right now. So, yeah, as a brown person, I don't want any handicaps or free handouts. I just want people to not stare at me like I'm about to not commit a crime. Bro, people do that. Like, It's so weird, man. Like, and I think that the problem is that the reason why a lot of people stare, like they have like that like kind of you know, the skittishness around people that are minorities is because they're not around them. That's the problem. And so like these people in a lot of cases, they actually don't live in multiracial areas. And because they don't live in multiracial areas, it actually is it's a unique thing. Like they don't see people like that all the time, right? And so like for me and like anybody in like my, like where I live, like that's the norm, right? Like that's always how it is. So like you're just conditioned into that being like what it always is. And so like these are people that live like really a disconnected life. And so it's frustrating and bad that they feel that way. But unfortunately, it's in a lot of cases just very structural. And I think that the best way to deal with it is just, you know, I think just be yourself, and people eventually they'll respect that.